Hi everyone, welcome to E-Content Development Center, Majlis Arts and Science College. I am Jyoti, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics. Today I am going to discuss you about half-wave rectifier. After completion of this video lecture, you will be able to understand the process of rectification, half-wave rectifier circuit and its working, and also the advantages and disadvantages of half-wave rectifier circuit. Guys, let's get started. Rectifier. A rectifier is an electrical device that converts an alternating current which periodically reverses direction to direct current which flows only in one direction. And the process of conversion of AC to DC is known as rectification, and the process of rectification is achieved by using an electronic element called semiconductor diode. We know that the outstanding property of a semiconductor diode to conduct current only in one direction permits it to be used as a rectifier. For reasons associated with economics of generation and transmission, the electric power available is usually an AC supply, and it is used to deliver power to houses, office buildings, etc. But there are many applications where DC supply is needed. When such DC supply is needed, the mains AC supply is rectified by using semiconductor diode. Next, types of rectifiers. Mainly, there are two types of rectifiers, half-wave rectifier and full-wave rectifier. And this full-wave rectifier is again classified into two, center-tap full-wave rectifier and full-wave bridge rectifier. So in this video, we will learn about half-wave rectifier. So let us see what is a half-wave rectifier. A half-wave rectifier is a type of rectifier that converts the positive half cycles of AC input voltage into pulsating direct current. That means in half-wave rectification, the rectifier conducts current only during the positive half cycles of AC input signals. The negative half cycles are suppressed. That is, during the negative half cycles of AC input voltage, there is no current conduction. So, there is no voltage obtained across the load RL. So, in this way, the current always flows in one direction through the load RL for every half cycle. Now, let us see the circuit of half-wave rectifier. So, this is the circuit diagram of half-wave rectifier, and this circuit consists of a transformer, semiconductor diode and a load resistor. As you can see here, the AC supply to be rectified is applied in series with the semiconductor diode and the load resistor RL. Generally, AC supply is given through a transformer, and the use of transformer permits two advantages. Firstly, it allows us to step up or step down the AC input voltage as the situation demands. And secondly, the transformer isolates the rectifier circuit from power line and thus reduces the risk of electric shock. Now let us move on to the working of half-wave rectifier. We know that AC signal consists of positive half cycles and negative half cycles. So the AC voltage across the secondary winding AB changes polarities after every half cycle. During the positive half cycles of AC input voltage, end A of the secondary winding become positive with respect to end B. This makes the diode forward biased and conducts current in the circuit. So, A output voltage is obtained across the load resistance RL. During the negative half cycle, end A is negative with respect to end B, and this makes the diode reverse biased, as we know that a reverse biased diode cannot conduct current. In this way, the current flows through the load RL always in the same direction. Hence, DC output is obtained across the load RL. It may be noted that the output across the load is a pulsating DC, and these pulsations in the output can be reduced by using filter circuits. I would now like to move on to advantages and disadvantages of half-wave rectifier circuit. Advantages: simple and easy to construct. It is simple and easy to construct. It is because of the straightforwardness in the circuit design, and it is cheap. It is cheap because of the low number of components involved in the circuit. Disadvantages. First disadvantage: produces low output voltage. It is because the AC supply delivers power only half the time. Therefore, output is low. Second disadvantage is the output current we obtain is not purely DC and it still contains a lot of ripple. And it is because the pulsating current in the load contains alternating component whose basic frequency is equal to the supply frequency. So, an elaborate filtering is required to produce a pure DC. Today we discussed about rectification, half-wave rectifier circuit and its working, and also the advantages and disadvantages of half-wave rectifier circuit. That's all for today. Thank you.